ready to open another season at the Dome. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give is to Miller. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Gets it past the marker. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Snap it to the back. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Brings up second and goal.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down fourth and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Makes his connection. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Sticks it in his belly. Shakes off the tackler. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the air. It's Croman Hope. working that left side now. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Fires the pass, intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Buys a little time with his feet. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's past the 30. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Dances away. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Quarterback adapting. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The play-action fake. They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That's going to wrap wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score Alabama 7, Florida State 0.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Skips away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminole. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right. Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field. Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He has the first and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
And simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
2nd down.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Looking to move it through the air. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead with the 6.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score now around 14, Florida State 7.
New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Pocket starts to collapse. He finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Flushed out of the pocket. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Miller with the ball. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
To the air, it's Arnold. Makes the grab on the left. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on second down. With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And into the end zone. Touchdown time. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fast motion from the offense. To throw, it's Croman Hope. It's complete to the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. He wants it all. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Fair catch called for and made. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So here comes our first play of overtime. Defense in press coverage. The give is to Miller. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing ball, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! They strike first here in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Coleman Hope. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
Got it! And he'll be smacked to the ground.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. 3rd and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Caught close to the marker. It's Lucas. Touchdown, no! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the right. Touchdown Seminoles! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Look, there's no reason to be uptight here, but you do need to make sure that you protect the ball.
Listen, overtime, crunch time, run the football the first play, get everybody settled in. I still got plenty of time for my offense to do some work.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Fights off a defender. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied.
Remains tied.
They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on.
That's the end of the third overtime, and the game is still tied.
Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. The snap sets up the throw. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the 2-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise rise up to the occasion, David. Make a play and end this thing.
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from him. You're walking over there to him. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They'll line up to go for 2. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Scrambling away. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that 2-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.